If you are an extremely online person, when I say the words Negroni Sbagliato with Prosecco, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, watch this.
What's your drink of choice?
A Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Sbagliato. With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
That's a TikTok from HBO with the stars of the hit show House of Dragon talking about their favorite drinks. Social media was immediately obsessed with Emma Darcy's choice and how they pronounced it. It has since been remixed and shared tens of thousands of times. And of course, the internet did its thing. It always does. Twitter was flooded with tweets about the drink, where to find it, how to order it, and how bartenders were about to be inundated with requests for it. At the same time, a quick Google search now turns up dozens of articles about the drink, why the internet is so thirsty for it, and how to make it at home. So that's a lot that we just poured on you this morning. We're going to make it easy on you, all right? Because we have an expert in our kitchen to show us how it's done. Theo Rutherford is a certified sommelier, and he's also a paid representative with Deutsche Family Wine and Spirits, joining us live for our liquid lunch.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
I saw you laughing during the clip there. Are you being inundated with requests?
Luckily enough, not yet. But at the same time, it's just really funny some of the things that people catch on to. Now, granted, when she said the word Prosecco, I mean, come on, I've started melting, so I get it. Right. But at the same time, the funny thing about this drink is there's so many different variations that you can do with a Negroni. And Negronis, they've been reinvented 900 different times, and Sbagliato actually means wrong in Italian.
Really?
And so the way that this drink came about was that some bartender reached for a bottle of sparkling wine instead of gin. I don't know how you mix these two things up.
So it was a mistake.
It was a complete mistake to actually do this. Now, I think that for me, doing it with just Prosecco instead of having a little bit of gin in there is a mistake, because I like gin. But what I made here is very, very simple. It's 1 ounce of Campari. 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. Now, big tip here, guys, if you have sweet vermouth at home, don't leave it on the shelf. Please put it in the refrigerator, because it will go bad and taste horrible when you use it in your Negroni.
That's whether you open it first or not. Just keep it in there.
Just keep it in the fridge.
Got it.
And then top it with just a little bit of Prosecco, and there you go.
I love
nice
Prosecco.
And sparkly drink. Now, I am going to put you to work, because I need garnishes.
I'm ready.
So if you can go ahead and just take some orange zests for me and zest those as we pass them out.
Okay, you have to actually show me how to use this.
So very simple. You just grab it like this, pull it down, and you have your zest. You're good.
Okay, I don't want to cut myself. I normally just use a knife the regular way.
Just fine, I promise.
Okay.
Now, the other thing, so as I said, this is something that can be there's a lot of variations to this. Okay. And because next week, so you did it. Perfect.
I'll drink this one.
That's fine.
At least she's honest.
You know what? I love it.
Theo.
So because next week is International Gin and Tonic Day, I decided to do a little bit of a spin on a gin and tonic and a Negroni Sbagliato combined. So what I have here, I just poured 1 ounce of Aperol in this, so pretty similar to Campari, just a little less bitter. Then I'm doing 1 ounce of Grey Whale gin. I love Grey Whale gin because of the botanicals in it. It's a nice citric forward gin, nice and bright. Then, of course, our sweet vermouth, because sweet vermouth is delicious. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to top this, instead of with Prosecco, I'm going to do it with Fever Tree Mediterranean tonic water. Now, the reason I use Mediterranean is because it has Mediterranean floral characteristics, a little bit of an herbal note to it as well. So it's actually going to accent the gin really well. It's going to give you that little sparkly note that you like, and it's going to be pretty delicious.
And I know you are the pro, but for people who aren't, how do you even know what to pair it with? I mean, it's a mistake anyway. It's wrong anyway, right? In French. But how do you know, like, okay, this could work?
I mean, honestly, the thing you really want to think about when you're making a Negroni is you want to think about the gin you're using. So each gin is going to be very, very different. The botanicals are going to be different. It's going to taste different. So I know, right? Wait a second.
You just keep talking.
Yeah, right?
You too.
I'm going to go with my tonic one.
Now, cheers.
Cheers. Good to see you guys, of course.
She said
now, so thinking about your gin, if you have a darker style gin, you're going to want a sweet vermouth that has maybe a little bit of spice to it, like a Carpano Antica that's got some really cool little botanicals to that. If it's a lighter style gin, you want to use something that's not going to be as overpowering, which is why I used Aperol with Grey Whale. I like that combination a little bit more. But just when you're thinking about gin, there's so many different kinds out there that just sort of tasting through, find one you like. If you don't like gin, you can use vodka, but but come on, just use some gin. It works a little bit better.
Does it have to be an orange every time?
It does not have to be an orange. You can use a lemon. You can use any sort of citrus. I would not use a whole lot of fruit. Well, citrus is a fruit, obviously.
Right,
but
right.
I wouldn't use berries or things like that.
Gotcha.
So citrus is going to be a way you can make it look pretty like he did there with that nice grapefruit wheel.
Can I tell you
orange.
something, Theo? Back in 2019, we made this drink on Cooking with Como. So we were like the OG ahead of the trend. There we are with AJ Drunkers. I'm just saying, back in the day, we demoed this drink. So I need you to come up with your favorite obscure drink and do it on the show.
Perfect.
So then it can become the next TikTok
We
trend.
can do that. We'll do a whole TikTok. I'll try and say it as pretty as Prosecco. We'll try and find something like that.
You had me at
But-
Prosecco.
Yeah, see? I try. That's what I'm here for.
And Theo, you have a lot of videos, you have a website. Where can people go to follow you and learn more?
So obviously, Deutsche Family Wine and Spirit, or DeutschFamily.com is where we have a lot of these recipes, especially for Josh Prosecco and for Graywell Gin. Instagram, my handle's Booze Bully.
Booze Bully.
You don't say.
I bullied some friends into drinking some things one night, and then hence it became Booze Bully.
It worked.
Size doesn't hurt that either. But so yeah, that's where you can find me.
Well, thank you so much for
Thanks for
joining
having me, guys.
us.
Appreciate it.
And hang around.
I will.
Hang around.
I'll be here. Trust me. There's some
'cause-
drinks that need to happen.